gone from here. Please.
Strange. I've never seen a dwarf rowing in one of these boats.
Henry, you son of a rock, where did you hide your tool?
To ease Broker's sorrow, and make him amenable to my wishes.
You lied to me. You said you would save him.
I said I would find him.
That ain't my brother. Not anymore. What happened? Tell me. Everything.
As I neared the village, I heard a great roar, like that of a wounded bear. Soon after, I witnessed the final act of a mighty battle. Sindri, beset by giants on all sides. It was he who made the godlike roars.
He always did have a deep voice.
He wielded his hand, calm and skill.
Yes! Yes! I've seen him do it many times in the workshop.
Giants lay strewn about, slain by Sindri's hand. But then, one of cowardly aspect struck your brother treacherously in the back. Yet even as Sindri succumbed to the blow, he lobbed his chisel and struck the coward dead, right between the eyes.
Sindri did all that?
So it will be written.
I'll cut down that oak tree now Sindri's gone. Can't stand the sight of it without him here.
Where could they be?
There's something wrong, Basil.
Everything is wrong. We're burying the greatest smith who ever lived, and we don't have his tools to put with him.
I came across some at Aylthorpe. If you want, I can fetch...
Those are just the spares. He never took his best ones from the shelter.
I see. How is it that such valuable instruments have been misplaced?
Misplaced? Don't be daft. Hidden, more like.
By Sindri?
To make sure no one else ever touched them. Particularly Brooker. Except now we can't find them.
You have no idea where they might be.
Well, they're inside the shelter, I can tell you that. Well, they can't be too far. Wouldn't be surprised if they're somewhere up high.
I thought dwarves were afraid of heights.
Not our Sindri. He was quite the climber. Now me, well, I prefer to keep my feet on the ground, right where they should be.
I'm very fond of the dwarves, yet their constant needs is exhausting. Oh, Loki, friend, betrayer, what I'd give for a moment of your gilded conversation, even the lies. If I was Sindri, where would I hide my beloved tools? Somewhere high up, perhaps. A majestic oak. Surely this is Sindri's beloved acorn tree. That nest looks like a promising hidey hole. If I had wings, I could reach it easily enough. Have a look, Sunan. Finally, the tools of Sindri's trade. reunite these tools with Sindri's remains before the ceremony begins. The disaster has been averted.
Oh, now I see why some call you God!
You're making me blush. Still, I have my moments. Heroes die, but not their legacy. Such was Sindri's courage, that tonight he feasts in Valhalla, the first of his kind to ever do so.
I'm here for the mead, not the company.
You dwarves and your love of mead. It's caused me enough trouble already.
It wasn't a dwarf who ransacked half of Jotunheim in search of some mysterious mead.
I wouldn't know anything about that. You know, old friend, now would be a good time for some grand gesture.
Like what?
A respectful speech from you, Sindri's greatest rival, would surely...
Ah, fuck off!
We must all make compromises. I can even give you the honeyed words. Time soothes the well of suffering, brings hope that sees beyond chill death, recasts the whirlpool of sorrow into the placid waters of the philosophic mind.
Are those words for Sindri or Baldur?
Baldur lives. Why would he need such words?
Of course, of course. I didn't mean to... Well, you know. Fine, I'll do the speech. But it will be one of my making, not yours. We dwarves don't care much for poetry. Still, we can't set about making speeches until the torches are all lit up.
Evil days come. Perhaps he can be of use.
Not now. I need time to grieve.
The dwarves have saved the place for me. This is a great honor that they bestow.
My brother. A true master. He was,
I did not like Sindri, and he did not like me. Still, he was good with the hammer, and the chisel, and the saw. And he knew how to work the bellows. Some said better than anyone. Even me. Brocker, your brother was a very fine smithy. I admired him greatly.
Master Broker, you've given Sindri an excellent send-off.
It's the least he deserves. But is it really true he feasts in Valhalla?
It is. I saw it in a vision. Come. Let's take a stroll. Now, tell me, are you prepared to continue Sindri's good work?
Helping Ivaldi was not my brother's work.
What defined Sutra was. It's what got him killed.
Greed for mead is what got him killed.
It took courage to go after that mead. A direct challenge to Sutra's authority.
This is crooked thinking.
Seems straight enough to me.
You know, I don't reckon I owe you a bloody thing.
I risked my life to retrieve your brother's body. Now I prepare to risk it again. For you and all of Svartalfheim.
Bollocks! You ain't doing anything out of the goodness of your heart. I know what you're after. I know all about your lad Balder. I have ears, you know, even in my grief. So, don't pretend you're here for us, because I know—
Would you have me abandon my own son, and strive only for your salvation?
Okay, when you say it like that. I need time. I'm still grieving, you know. Let me think on it, all right? A little old think.
I should check on Broker, see if he has come to his senses. If he hasn't, I must think.
Some of my attractive wares. Everything is half the price of yesterday.
Half the price? That seems generous.
Well, I doubled the prices yesterday to make a profit, but nobody bought anything. So, half the price today.
You haven't been doing this very long, have you?
It's my second day.
Isn't there someone more experienced to show you the ropes?
Nope. I saw a gap in the market and I went for it. Why? Aren't they doing a good job?
No, it's not that.
You think I'm awful? You do, don't you?
Is this a ploy to persuade me to buy something?
Is it working? skills.
Goodbye for now.
These are the finest tools you'll ever lay eyes on.
The finest? I forged better in my sleep.
Is that why you were snooping about in the ruins of the old workshop?
Only because the Muspel stole everything I had, dimwit.
Good to see you're getting along. So, broker, do you accept your duty?
Don't have much choice, do I? Last thing I need is a godly smiting up me arse.
Let this be the start of a beautiful new friendship.
To study the Salakar, I'll need the very best of tools. Too bad this workshop is lacking.
Bugger off! I got more stuff here than you can wag a finger at.
Doubt it.
If you find something you don't know how to use, just ask.
I'll be giving you lessons on how to use your own...
Bickering dwarves. How unusual.
Asa, you returned.
What? You deal with a fire nymph?
Not this again.
What news do you bring?
My stepmother is stubborn. I cannot push too hard or she will grow suspicious.
She has no interest in a trade.
Interest, yes. But not yet the will.
I don't understand.
The Salakar is all but indestructible. You, on the other hand, are not.
She assumes she'll catch me, kill me, and retrieve the Salakar.
Time is on her side.
Then I must strip her of this illusion. If I were to make a nuisance of myself, one that cannot be ignored.
Sinmara prepares to lead my father's next major invasion.
But if I were to disrupt her plans, it may force her to the bargaining table.
Sounds risky to me.
I once plotted and carried out the murder of Emir himself. What do I care of risk?
Well, since you put it like that...
Where must I strike?
At Af Alvat Milna, my stepmother develops a strange army. At Jofursmida, she breeds beasts of war. And finally, there's Drekathorp, her supplies hub.
I'll deal with all three.
In the meantime, I shall return to Aetri. I will send word once my stepmother has become more... amenable.
I'll return when I'm done. And I will expect answers regarding the Salakar. I have work to do. I need your eyes, my friend. guards here are vigilant. Unleash the beasts.
Trolls take you!
You shouldn't be here.
Ställ dem där och avvärjas! Var är Ovirlir?
Eigi leiða augum á að því snú og hver!
Åh, skiter! Vi ska ha en skälkebringo!
Remain steadfast! Blood ties are strongest! Enough, ninjas! Get a räckvidd!
If there are more, I must release them too.
You'll get us whipped. Word.
Hej! Ripsimmer!
Fight smart. Use your glimmer.
The pigs run wild.
Why are you here?
That burns! Without these plans, no further beasts can be bred. No more piggies for you, Sinbad. Once Valhalla's free, he and I shall feast on the roasted flesh of these mighty pigs. So this is where the she-demon stores her precious supply. I should not be seen in this area. Soon, Sutra's warriors will have grumbling bellies and only sticks with which to fight.
How?
For the light! Worm food! Go up, damn you! Shit! I should be cautious around here. So this is swear Sin Manor creates a mistake. Not even Loki could dream of such twisted aberrations of nature.
Watch my lead! Together we have this! Pressure here!
Hey, come here a moment! Gathered enough. Time to seek out a blacksmith and see what they can do for me.
Au ei Atlanta!
Give me a hand!
About us! On your guard!
Hey, Can't do this alone. Doing weird yet, Sigara. This is just a small list of what you did to free. Now Sigara will negotiate Balda for the Salakar. And then together he and I will steal it back. Give me a hand with this.
You are Aldi!
Hopefully the dwarves have gained an understanding of the Salakar's true use. My future depends on it. To avoid it, impossible. But if there's one thing I know, impossible is impossible. We have what we came for. Let's go.
Here to Linda.
How can so many starving dwarves produce so much shit?
You have plenty stuff. Make Bracer better. Give. I fix it.
Oh, my back is killing me.
The toil never ends.
Oh, you're back.
Sinmara's plans lie in ruins.
I just hope you know what you're doing.
Surely I should be asking that of you. Now, tell me, what does it do?
I ain't got a clue. These light elves and they're sneaky.
You've learned nothing?
Whatever its use, the power it contains. It holds more than what you said.
Such as?
Well, for a start, there's a bloody dwarf in there.
Anyone we know?
Nah, and it's not important. Dwarf hugers don't carry much weight. Not even mine.
So, what does it contain?
All I know is that it's more than Malvigr, Calder, and some dwarf no one cares about.
Fine. In the stories, what was the actual point of the Salakars?
Hugers were what vitalized them. But it was the magic that gave them their purpose. And that magic was different to each one.
Magic? You mean Seder?
Nah, some elf shit no one knows anymore.
Except Sutra.
That fire nymph? She sent word.
And?
Your plan worked. Shinmara's ready to barter, if it means getting you out of the way.
Where?
At the bridge leading to Feygarda. Light the beacon, and she'll come out with your lad.
The power that the Salakar holds. It must not fall into Surtur's grasp.
Nah, I'll reclaim it once Baldur is safe.
Work. Work. Be my friend.
Here?
And so many starving dwarves produce so much shit.
Yeah! Retaking the Salakar won't be easy. I may have to release Loki and ask for his aid. His talent for theft is unmatched. Or me. Once I have rescued Balder, we will be even. Loki will see that. I must announce my arrival.
Do you bring that which is Sutter's?
Give me what is mine, and I will hand over what is his.
Come midway.
Balder, I got you. I got you.
No mercy!
Balder!
Stop you!
Balder! I must get inside.
We have the advantage! The fire you...
Target! Nail it!
Balder must be close for the illusion to have worked.
Hey, what? Skittering away, there! Stay with me, come on! Where to take you? You've no chance! See all.
Balder's behind one of these, though. Locked cells. I must find the proper keys. Truly, Kelder, truly, you dare to torture my own flesh and blood. If only I could bring you back from the dead and kill you all over again. This blood trail. Whoever was dragged here was badly wounded. Yet he was strong. It took at least 4 jailers to hold him. One of the many prison keys. All of them are here, it seems. Room behind this wall. Seems nothing can contain these tricky inventors. Ugh. I guess I shouldn't touch every piece of paper I find lying around. So much death. The Muspels don't take no for an answer. No. No.
The High One brought low. Mistletoe. Symbol of hope. Renewal. But not for Baldur. We forced so many drafts down his gullet. His torment was quite beautiful. Blind fool. You never saw what was in front of you. Here is your child. His light gone before you even set foot here. And the rest of him? It now skulks in Helheim. Allow me to reunite you with your boy. No! Traitor. You were never worth my effort. I've seen dwarves with better stature. Take care of it. Damn you, Asa!
Screams still ring in my ears like glorious music. We blaze. Golden screams still ring in my ears like glorious music.
Finally! The hero of Asgard. But you are an imposter. Heart as black as tar. Savage. Monstrous. You've locked that truth away. Built a code to act as its jailer. But the darkness cannot be kept hidden. It oozes out like pus from a wound, poisoning everything it touches. That is what it means to be Odin the Deceiver. You're mine! You never fail to disappoint! By my command! If you're going to fight, fight! Pluck and scratch like an old hen! You're a What is it? What did you see?
All my struggles mattered nothing in the end. My son was lost before I began. His premonition come to pass.
Your son?
Balder! Harvey's son. You know what I mean.
So Baldur met his fate, as was foretold. Ever you have sought to elude the looms of the Nornir, but we are all caught in their weave.
No, I will not believe it. There's more to see yet. Why was I thrown from my dream?
Perhaps it was not the vision that rejected you, but you who rejected the vision. Perhaps you are afraid of it.
I fear nothing.
I think you do. And until you recognize that fear, give in to it, embrace it, the vision will not return. Some walls cannot be overcome by potions alone.
Tell me what I must do. This saga does not end here. It cannot.
Meet me in the forest when darkness lays upon the land. There we shall see how fearless you truly are.
These new visions of Odin trouble me. Am I alone in seeing them? Or do the tales of Svartalfheim hold some other meaning? Perhaps I should warm my bones by the fire. Gather my thoughts for a moment. Oh, look at you, Chewie.
Eivor! Whatever is the matter? Have you been spending too much time drinking Valga's special sauces again?
I am troubled by visions of Odin and of Svartalfheim. They flood my mind without warning, without invitation.
Aha! Which is how Thor flooded Svartalfheim. Thor, fast to act, but not so fast to think, would stomp and thump and fight and bump everywhere he and Mjolnir should go. One day, he fought a giant in Jotunheim with such ferocity that Thor's killing blow was felt through all 9 realms. The ground shook, mountains rose up, hills tore apart, creating canyons, and north of Svaladal, the massive lake that housed the springs of Yggdrasil split open, flooding all of Svartalfheim. The dwarf king, Hreidmar, acted swiftly. He built 3 mighty dams, preventing further damage to his realm, working alongside his beloved subjects. So surprised was one builder to see the great king working as an equal that he slipped, tumbling into the raging waters below. Without hesitation, Hreidmar leapt, once from his horse and again from the center of the dam's lip, diving into the frightful torrent. Before the builder could even cry for help, Hreidmar was pulling him onto dry land. And so 2 giant statues were built to honor the king, one for each leap of unthinking bravery, and stood until the end of days.
Until Ragnarok.
Aye! So you see, actions ripple outward, like a stone falling into a lake. Or like Thor crushing a Jotun skull with Mjolnir.
Affecting everything, whether foretold or unknown.
I fear my tale has only worsened your concerns.
No. A lark that feeds a mind's flame. Thank you, friend. Tove, how have you been?
The fire made me think of the myths and legends Sven loved.
Would you indulge me with a tale? I would be glad to hear of Svartalfheim.
I would not tell it half as well, but his favorite was a fable, to remind us to find meaning in our deeds and not in how others think of us. Svartalfheim was not short of legendary dwarven blacksmiths. Everyone has heard of Ivaldi, of Brukkr and Sindri. But this tale is of a stonemason. He lived as far south as he could, where Gulnamar meets Vangvin. His workshop sat upon the shoreline. Obsessed with glory, his love of masonry had all but died. He scoured the shore, seeking precious stones washed up from other realms. Then he saw it. Something beautiful, glittering, shimmering across the water, upon an island he had never dared travel to. He hastily built a boat, working long into the night. He set sail and found many rocks that sparkled and dazzled upon the island. He cried out in joy. To craft anything from such stones, he would be remembered for all time. Then he felt a sudden sting on his foot. Then another, and another. His eyes adjusted to the dark. So consumed was he by his desire for renown, he failed to realize he had walked into a nest of snakes, until it was already too late. And so, clutching the stone that sealed his fate, there he died. Remembered, yes, but only for his folly.
A fine tale, Toby, and well told. Sven would be proud. Are you and Bridget well?
Of course. The flames soothe my mind, as do the tales told here.
You have one to share, Gunnar. A legend of Svartalfheim.
Aye. A story of a king who could not see the wood. Reidmar, greatest of dwarven kings. Within his palace in Gulnamar, he wanted for nothing except an heir. Reidmar and his wife had grown old. Perhaps too old. Late one night, consumed with worry, Reidmar walked in the shadow of his vast mountaintop palace, tears in his eyes. "The great king! What ails you?" a voice said. Afraid, Reidmar saw no one. "Who goes there?" he replied. Then he saw who addressed him. A vast and ancient tree, perhaps almost as old as Ymir himself. Reidmar sat upon its roots and told the tree he feared he was too old to give his subjects the legacy they deserved. The tree was so moved, it wept and offered its tears to Reidmar. "Drink, great king," it said, "and your woes shall be washed away." Reidmar observed the grass, the meadows, the leaves of the subjects' happiness could be seen in how they cared for the land. His legacy was all around him. Reidmar felt at ease, realizing he had everything he needed, and asked that the land receive the tree's gift instead. The tree's happy tears flowed evermore, enriching the land. 9 moons passed, and a baby's cry rang through Reidmar's palace. Long would dwarves place gifts in the weeping tree's roots, in memory of Reidmar and his kindness that shaped all he touched.
All things happen when they should, old friend.
I hope so.
I hear you seek tales of Svartalfheim. You are not alone in your glimpses of the Aesir.
You have seen them too.
No. Only the power the visions hold, and their effect on those once held dear.
You speak of Sigurd.
Not. There was a dwarven miner who cared only for his work. Mining was all he knew, all he wanted to know, and all he would ever know. One day, he heard a strange noise. All his long life, working in the northern mines of Vangring, he had never known a boulder to squeak. He ignored it at first, but as the hours passed, the squeaking continued relentlessly. When the miner could take no more, he split the boulder apart with his pick, and then he saw a squirrel. Until now, pinned by the boulder, afraid and tired, the freed squirrel climbed into the miner's long beard and slept for 3 days. When the dwarf awoke the next day, he found fruit and nuts waiting for him. A gift from the squirrel, the first the miner had ever received. Finally, the miner had a friend. The squirrel led the dwarf to a stone hill within a lake.
There, the dwarf would fish for supper, while the squirrel played in the trees. One night, watching his fishing line, the dwarf drifted off to sleep, smiling, enjoying the happy squeaks of his friend above. When the sun rose, its light did not find the dwarf, for he had turned to stone, his short-lived bliss captured evermore.
And the squirrel?
It never left his side, hoping his friend would awaken, just as the miner had waited for the squirrel to do the same.
Sigurd. He is not lost to us. In every great story, there's truth to be found. I wonder what could be found in Svartalfheim, the place they spoke of.
Hail!
Hvað þykist þér brýnum mér?
Yeah! This is the spot. Now I need only wait for Volker to arrive.
I will tie your hands now.
What purpose will that serve?
You are too much the warrior, Eivor. You will not recognize your fear until you are helpless before it. Drink.
And you say this will bring the vision back? Is that all? You mean to leave me here? Volker! This is... Why must I be tied? Volker? Untie me! The wolf is coming and I cannot reach my weapon! Volker! Volker! So many. Where did they come from? I have to break these bonds. The more I struggle, the tighter the bonds become. There must be a trick to this. What did Valka say? Give in to it. Be still. It's working. Free. Now for the reckoning. Fade like a nightmare upon waking. What illusion is this? Accursed phantoms! Come then! You'll not find me lacking! Like fighting a river! I know you, Wolf. I saw you in the ice the day my father died. But I was not a child. Curse you! Die! No more will you stop me! The wolf is gone. For now. I'm ready, Valka. It is time. Svartalfheim, even after all these eternities away, I still hate the place. Yet it offers me the hope of revenge, sweetest of morsels. The realm is changed. But this is not Sutra's doing. It is something more. I must find Brokkr and Ivaldi. They'd better still have my Salakar nice and safe. Did the snakes get you? Are you well?
No bites. Just tell me you made those bastards suffer. I hope you hurt them even half as much as the suffering they just caused. I'd be just as dead were it not for you. You find yourself in the Hodba shelter. Come and see me, so I can thank you properly.
There's no need.
Well, I respectfully disagree. These giants? There's another giant they answer to. Reckon maybe someone ought to pay them a visit. You want to find them? Then you'll want to look out for the mountain paths, north of Svaruforsar, and be on your guard.
Your desire for vengeance is noted. Should I venture north, I may seek out this leader and put an end to them.
Then I shall make my way back to the shelter. Hope to see you again, stranger.
Those dwarves spoke of the same place. I know where it is. I should be cautious around here. What? As the shelter, these muspels are a plague. One moment while I clear out this mess.
Don't let any of them escape! Don't abandon us!
Where is the Salakar? Have you lost it?
Brocker left the shelter yesterday before the raid even happened. Took the Salakar with him.
Where has he taken it?
Since you went away, he has become erratic. The Salakar, it's all that matters to him now.
You should learn from his example. Now where is he? Where?
The other night, he spoke of exploring the crater of Eitri to seek out more answers.
He takes the Salakar to Sutra's front door.
Wait! Where have you been these past few days?
Days? No matter. It is where I go that matters.
And where is that? Eitri?
Wherever I can find vengeance.
Calm yourself, Harvey. Collect your wits. An eye for an eye will leave us all blind.
What do I care of eyes? I must find Broker in Eitri's crater. The brave fool means well, but risks cheating me of my vengeance. What is it with these two brothers? One died sneaking after mead. The other now risks death by taking his job too far. I need your eyes, my friend. I see you, dwarf. Broker, where is my Salakar?
Take it easy, it's right here, nice and safe. Wanted to investigate something, but then I tripped and...
Can you walk? No. Oh, then I shall carry you.
Oh, gentle! Ah, I ain't a bleeding sack of spuds, you know.
What have you learned of the Salakar?
Might just know how to use it. Of course, you going after Surtur, you'll most likely end up feasting in Valhalla.
Valhalla? It is for the feeble and the blundering. No, I shall not die. Worlds may end, but I, Harvey, shall abide.
What about Sindri? You calling him feeble?
What would he be doing in... Ah, yes. Yes. He is there in Valhalla, of course. For one such as he, it is a great honor. Huh? Now then, this looks like a good place to put you down. So, tell me the Salakar's purpose.
Haven't a clue?
Can it kill Surtur?
Well, that ain't its purpose. But yeah, I think it can.
How?
It harnesses the light. A lot of light.
That was Balder's gift. To turn day to night and back. Is that why Surtur stole his hugger?
Yeah. The others, they're just for balance. But, see, there is one more in there. Like Balder's. Incomplete.
Whose is this hugger?
Surtur's. An itsy bitsy snippet, mind you.
I don't understand.
I think if the Salakar touches Surtur, the two will come together.
The Salakar's already complete. Nothing gets in or out.
A torn hugger will always try to reunite itself. His might just be strong enough to do it. If that happens, he will become the Salakar.
Then nothing can stop him.
Only if he can control all that light. But I don't think his carcass ain't made for it. It'll be like trying to hold the ocean in a single hog's bladder.
This thinking. How can I be sure you're right?
You ain't heard all me workings out.
Do you truly believe the coming together will be too much for Surtur?
Best try it when he's weak. Ideally dead. Well, not dead, of course. Just normal dead. Before he wakes up all over again.
You've done well. Now give me the Salakar and leave this place. It is too dangerous.
I ain't leaving. I come this far.
Do as you're told, friend. I wonder, does Brokers know my destiny is the Ragnarok, far in the future, not Svartalfheim? Be strong, I One. Gorge upon these bitter fruits. Turn them into savage victory. Balder, you will be avenged. That is my pledge. Here, fool. Your twilight comes.
Still drawing breath? I have a cure for that. I'll have override. Balder squealed like a pig when I ripped out his head.
Real? I've been joking on your own stuff.
I am Sud. I am Sud, the destroyer of worlds.
I am Ragnarok, destroyer of Sudr.
Oh, I'm just all over the place. Ignite! Hunt well, my pet. I fear a dark destiny awaits you.
Die!
Hey! Give us a hand!
This is no place for dwarfs.
I've earned my right to see this through. I told you it would work, and there you are, doubting me. I might have got it wrong. This looks like it was just a key. That, on the other hand...
Have a key. You Want the rest? Come. Claim it!
You really shouldn't have come here. You! Come and claim it!
Ah! I don't run from the fire! I am the fire! There is no escape, little mouse. You're going down! Gonna blow! Fire! Vermin! Burn! So slow! Come here! Boom! You're going to die! Flame grant me strength! Bye-bye! Coward! Gonna blow! Don't worry, maggot. Right here. Finally, a change of scene, battle. Not be undone. All things must pass. Believe it or not, that includes you. Ignite!
So much for your grand plan, you fool. You sought to harness the power of the light. The power of my son! It would have turned you into the wrecker of worlds. But in this feeble state, his light will devour you whole! must return to the shelter and share the news of my triumph. Smell that? The breath of liberty. My gift to you. Why the sour faces? Would you rather remain fugitives? Hurricane. So the whispers were true. You were here in Svartalfheim all alone.
You have been busy, High One. Your vengeance floods the entire land like a raging river that has burst its banks.
Why are you here?
I too bring a gift. Dread rumors from Asgard. Rumors you would have heard had you not been so preoccupied.
What has Loki done now?
Escaped the cell in which you left him to rot. Unbound Fenrir. Awoken Jormungandr. Rallied Hel. Now raising an army like no other. Clearly, he has been busy too. Of course, Loki is not your only problem. Soon the gates of Muspelheimr will grind open, and its minions will emerge, demanding retribution for their fallen king. And let us not forget Suttungr in Jotunheim. Do you really think he will miss this chance to settle old scores? Your vengeance comes at a price, High One, and you and everything you hold dear are it.
So there is to be a fight. I haven't lost one yet.
You have heard of the Twilight Sword?
Surtur's blade, destined to cut the sky and signal Ragnarok. I stuffed it down his gullet.
As I came here, a great beam of light rose from that lone tower, tore the sky asunder. Your doing, I assume? It is you who ignites Ragnarok.
So it begins. By my own hand. Hurricane! A favor, please.
Have I not already done you one?
Not for me. For you. Go to that tower you spoke of. Within you will find an elven marvel lying amid the ashes. Take it.
Why?
It offers a way to deliver the one you have lost, yet seek to save. But first it must be emptied of those lost souls within.
I already have a plan to rescue my love.
There's always a better one. Now go.
This trick. You don't care about her lost love.
I care about Balder. If she can free him, even unintentionally, he may yet make it to the other side of Ragnarok. Ragnarok comes. Yet I will abide, though not as I am, and not in this body. I will not forget this life, not one breath. I will always remember when Odin, son of Bor, father of Thor, was me.
Asgard has abandoned us.
No!
Well played, Loki. We shall have our fight. Soon enough.